Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Level Up Your English. I'm your host, Jenna.
And hello from me, David. We're so happy you're joining us today for a very practical, very important topic for anyone who travels.
That's right. Today, we're talking about how to ask for and understand directions in English. Getting lost in a new city can be stressful, but knowing a few key phrases can turn it into a simple, positive interaction.
Exactly. We'll also cover essential vocabulary for public transport, so you can navigate buses, trains, and subways like a pro. Let's get you ready for your next adventure.
First things first, politeness. When you need to ask a stranger for help, how you start the conversation is everything.
Absolutely. You're interrupting their day, so you want to be as friendly as possible. Always start with a simple, "excuse me," or "sorry to bother you, but..."
Those are perfect openers. Once you have their attention, what's the best way to ask the actual question?
There are a few great options. A very common and polite one is, "Could you tell me how to get to the museum?" Or a little more directly, "I'm looking for the main post office."
I also like using, "Do you know where the nearest subway station is?" It feels very natural and conversational.
That's a great one. The key is using those softeners like "could you" or "do you know," instead of just saying "where is the station," which can sound a bit demanding.
Okay, so you've politely asked your question. Now comes the hard part for many learners, understanding the answer. Let's break down the most common phrases you'll hear.
Let's start with the basics. You'll often hear "go straight ahead" or "go straight on." It just means continue in the same direction you're already going.
Right. Then, of course, you have turn left and turn right. Sometimes people will add more detail, like take the second right, which means you pass the first street on your right and then turn right at the second one.
Good one. People also use landmarks to help. For example, go past the supermarket and you'll see it on your left. Go past means to continue on the road so the supermarket is behind you.
Let's talk about prepositions. You'll hear things like, the pharmacy is on the corner of Maple Street and Oak Avenue. That means it's right at the intersection of those two streets.
Or you might hear across from or opposite, which mean the same thing. The bank is across from the park.
And my personal favorite, which can be either helpful or confusing, is when someone gives you all the directions and then says, you can't miss it.
Haha, yes! It just means they think it's very easy to find.
And hey, if you don't understand, it is perfectly okay to say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that please? It's better to ask again than to walk in the wrong direction for 10 minutes.
Okay, now that we can walk around, let's talk about getting around faster with public transport. Let's start with the bus.
Good idea. First, you need to find the bus stop. You can ask someone, where is the nearest bus stop? When you're on the bus, you get on, and when you leave, you get off.
And you might need to ask the driver a question, like, does this bus go to the city center? Or you might ask another passenger, could you tell me when we get to the museum stop, please?
Now, for trains or subways, these usually leave from a train station or a subway station. In London, they call the subway the tube, and in Paris, it's the metro.
Inside the station, you'll need to find the right platform for your train. A super useful question is this the right platform for downtown?
And of course, you'll need a ticket. You might need to specify if you want a one-way ticket, which is just for one direction, or a return ticket, which is for there and back. In American English, they often say round-trip ticket instead of return.
So you'd go to the ticket counter and say, one round-trip ticket to Grand Central, please.
Okay, time to put it all together. Let's do a quick role play. David, you're a tourist, and I'm a local. You're lost and trying to find the library.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm a bit lost. Could you tell me how to get to the public library?
Of course, no problem at all. You're actually pretty close. You just need to go straight ahead on this street for about 2 blocks.
Okay, straight for 2 blocks. Got it.
Then you'll see a big park on your right. At the park, turn left onto Park Avenue. The library is a very large white building. It'll be on your right across from a small cafe. You can't miss it.
So, straight for 2 blocks, left at the park, and it's on the right. Perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
And that's how it's done. A simple, polite, and successful conversation.
The key takeaways are to always start politely. Listen for those key direction words like straight, left, right, and on the corner. And don't be shy about asking someone to repeat themselves.
We really hope this episode makes you feel more confident about traveling and navigating new places. Practice these phrases and you'll be exploring with ease.
If you enjoyed our travel tips today, we would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to our channel, Level Up Your English, for more episodes.
Thanks so much for listening.
Until next time, happy travels! Bye!